Hey guys, it's Ani. In today's video, it's going to be an important video for those of you who have been feeling anxious. Maybe like you've been questioning, like, should I take action? Should I not? Should I text? Should I not? Should I call? Should I not? Should I post something on social media? Should I not? Or even if it's not that, if you just don't feel like peace of mind, this is going to be an important video. And I want to also talk about what to do after you do the work. Like I know a lot of people question that, and I used to question that too. Like, okay, I'm doing the work, I'm doing my inner work, I'm doing my affirmations, I'm changing my thoughts, I'm changing perspective, I'm doing my inner conversations. What do I do now? Right? So I want to get into that, you guys. And it's okay if you're feeling stressed out or anxious. It's fine. We all go through that in manifesting. We all desire things and we all want to see evidence of it. And when we don't see it fast enough or in our expected time frame, we start to worry, and the logical mind comes in, the ego comes in, and it tries to, like, question everything and like almost like shake you, right? So this is your video if you've been feeling like that. So get your notebooks, get your journals, get snacks, get drinks, whatever you need to get, and let's have our chit chat. I have a lot of success stories to share with you, but I feel like this is important right now. Like, for it probably is coming at a good time for those of you. I always see the comments. Everyone's like, this came at the right time. This video came at the right time. So if you've been feeling this way, this video's for you. So one thing I would struggle with in the past, and I've noticed a lot of people go through this too, is what do you do? Like let's say you know what to do. You're doing your affirmations, right? You're doing that mental diet. You're viewing your person in the best version, or whatever it is that you're manifesting. It doesn't have to be an SP. Even if you're manifesting money or opportunities or a job. Let's say you're living in the end, you're working on that, but you're not seeing movement, or you don't know what to do after, right? Like in those moments where you have free time and you can hang out with your friends or go out to dinner, go to the movies, or when you're home and like you have free time, what I've noticed, and this is what I would do too, it was like I would like feel like I gotta obsess over my affirmations or my mental diet or my inner conversations. Like I couldn't let a moment go by without applying work or applying a technique, right? So what I want to share with you guys is that is not necessary. Like the only time you want to put in the work is when it's coming from a place of understanding why you're even shifting your thoughts or why you're even doing this work, right? We're doing it because we're reprogramming our thoughts, our old beliefs. We don't want to hold on to those old beliefs that didn't serve us, right? So we recognize what we've done. We've recognized we haven't been seeing, the situation in the best light, right? So we want to change our programming so it can fit with our desired outcome, right? So like let's say you're manifesting an SP, right? And I used to do this all the time. But you keep having internal arguments with them. Oh, like you keep remembering stuff and it doesn't feel good, and you keep having internal arguments. You keep saying, "Oh, I should have said this, I should have done this," right? So that is the complete opposite of living in the end of your wish fulfilled. What you're doing is you're viewing the lack of your current reality. Maybe things aren't happening fast enough or you haven't seen evidence, right? And you're viewing it instead of going internally and thinking about the best possibilities, right? Or imagining the best possibilities. You're using your time to focus on lack, on fear, on doubts, on bad experiences that you created in the past that feel so real, and you keep reawakening them, you keep bringing them back to life, right? Like we don't want to do that. And I know you guys might think, okay, I'm not doing it on purpose, it just keeps happening. That's okay. It's okay. We all do that. But what you really want to do is observe your thoughts rather than absorb them. So just observe your thoughts, make it a habit, train yourself to view what am I thinking right now? Why am I feeling this way? Right? Oh, it's because of a past experience. All right. Well, I know logically that that may happen. I may remember things that didn't serve me, and I may even invite another thought or two, that doesn't serve me. But do I want to stay in this feeling long enough? Do I want to stay in this state long enough to create more of that? Most likely no, we don't, right? It's in the moment. It's when you don't catch those moments, you continue to not feel good and you spiral, right? So we want to train ourselves to be able to catch those moments. And when we do, what we want to do is understand that that is completely okay to do that. We are human, we are not robots. But the sooner you understand what you're doing, the sooner you shift into that is not my power. My power is in creating. My power is in imagining and thinking from the best possibilities, the best outcomes, right? Okay, it didn't happen in that timing I wanted it to, completely fine. But what am I doing next? Because I know my thoughts create, right? And I understand, you guys, this is easier said than done. Trust me. I'm going to say it again, like, because the Olympics are happening too. If overthinking was an Olympic sport, I would be like 6-time gold medalist at this point, right? And I'm sure a lot of you can agree too. But use your skill in overthinking to overthink the best possibilities. Okay. Nothing is ever working against you. No one is trying to hurt you. This is just you versus you. You versus your thoughts versus you understanding and shifting, like understanding in those moments, I create my reality. I don't have to put myself through this. I don't have to self sabotage. I do not. I do not have to do that. It's a choice. It's a choice. Do I want to continue it? I caught myself doing it. Do I want to continue it? Or do I want to now shift to what I want to do, what I want to think from, right? Now, what do we do like when we are on top of our the work and the thoughts, right? Now you've been living in the end. You do have your inner conversation. Every time you need reassurance or validation from something in your 3D, instead of going and trying to manipulate your 3D and getting it from there, every time you do it, you do the work within and you get that satisfaction, you shift into a better state. That is the ideal work, right? Now that you're doing it and it still hasn't pushed out in 3D, what do I do is the question, right? You do nothing. You do absolutely nothing. You keep going within. You keep going within. You do not give up on yourself just because you didn't see the flower grow in the timing you wanted it to grow. You do not give up on yourself. You do not all of a sudden become powerless just because you don't see evidence. But a lot of people do that. A lot of people are like, oh, I wanted this thing. It didn't happen in the fast timing I want it to happen. I must not be a master manifester. I must not be powerful. I must not be this. Well, guess what? That's an illusion because you can't turn off your creating power. Your creative power, you creating with your thoughts, your states, you can't turn that off. That is your God-given power. Okay? Like just like when you get a paper cut, right? Look at how beautiful life is, you guys. Your body's in on it, your brain's in on it, your surroundings are in on it. The moment you get a paper cut, the moment it cuts is the moment your cells in your body start working to heal it. You can't turn that off. So the moment you grab an apple from a tree, it's growing another fruit to serve you, right? So the moment you feel like giving up, and let's say you do, or you mess up, that moment is not, oh, sorry, you're not a manifester anymore. Bye bye, you messed up. you still have a blank canvas. Every millisecond of your day, you have a blank canvas to create your new story. You can never mess this up. But why do we persist in the inner work and not do any, like, not manipulate 3D and take action? Because every time you're looking at your why isn't it here? What if I do this? What if I do that? Why didn't I do this right? Why? Every time you question, you're saying, oh, I'm back again in the state of consciousness of lack. I just had an inner conversation with my specific person. It felt so good, right? Or I just had an inner conversation with my boss. It felt so good. I felt like that conversation was real. I felt like I was getting that satisfaction in that moment. That means you're in the state of having, right? The moment you question, okay, but where is it in my 3D? You just shifted states into not having. Okay? So that is like, what analogy can I use? Let's use, okay, I have a beauty blender, right? A makeup tool. So let's say I just used it, right? And I'm looking in the mirror. I feel so good. I love the effect this gave it. I'm in the state of having my beauty blender. I'm in the state of experiencing the results of having it, right? Now, when you question like what to do after being in that state, like let's say throughout the day you've been feeling good, right? And then you question like, where is it? I don't see movement. It's like you holding this 1 minute, being happy with the results it gave you, and then saying, oh my God, where's my beauty blender? Where is it? I'll never have this ever again. I'll never have this effect ever again. Where the hell is it? Where? You're holding it. It's here. It's always here. It can't go anywhere. Your perception could be, I don't have it anymore. I'll never have it. But your truth is, it's always here. I can experience it whenever I want. I just have to grab it and apply it, right? I hope that analogy makes sense, you guys. Same thing with like anything you have, right? Like let's say you have the brand new iPhone, right? You're not going to be like, oh my God, I need to research. I need to get on the list of getting it. I need to do it. I need to get it. I need to have it. You wouldn't do that if you have it already, right? You'd be like, okay, like I'm just going to be grateful for what I have right now, right? Because what you're saying is what I have right now, like I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on the lack. And remember, everything you guys think and how you perceive life and people to be with you and around you, you're sending out a command to your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is the projector of your life, right? So like I say this in all my videos, like you have this projector, your subconscious mind, right? Whatever film you put in this projector, that's what film is going to show up in front of your face on the screen of reality and of your 3D. So if you're constantly living in the end and it feels good, right? You have that film in of happily ever after. Like I'm going to be seeing this soon. Like I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, I'm in the state of having it, right? But what you're doing when you're saying, but I need to touch it right now. My senses need to feel this thing right now. I need to get the text from SP right now. What you're doing is you just went back there in the projector. You just switched the film, and now you're watching a movie of lack. And whatever you do dominantly, whatever you think of dominantly, that film's gonna play out. You're going to constantly see that projection in front of you, right? So what we want to do in those moments of like after doing the work is we want to practice peace of mind. Okay? The more you can practice peace of mind, the more you can bring yourself into reminding like, okay, logically, my thoughts create my reality. The more I think of something, the more it conjures up feelings inside of me. And now I'm in a state of that. Now I'm in a state of having that, right? Or you're in the state of not having it. It depends what you're dominantly replaying over and over again in your head. That's why we say persist in your new story. Persist in those conversations, persist in the new story, persist in the affirmations. Start writing success stories. Even if it's not happening right now, write it out as though it is. Because if you're focused on it enough, it'll create feelings within. And the more you're like focused on that, not really caring about what your senses see out there, the more that has to push out, right? So what do we do in the middle? We have fun. We understand that we are creators of our reality. And when you know that you are that powerful, even if you don't know, even if you just seen some glimpses here and there of your thoughts creating, you understanding this intellectually, can you imagine? Like, I don't know how to like portray this, but like, okay, let's say God, right? You view this God as an all-powerful being, right? All powerful, right? Can you imagine God walking around spiraling all the time? Like, oh my God, like, what did I do? Like, what if I mess up this whole universe? No, it's like hard to even imagine that. Because if something is all powerful, it's all powerful. It knows it's all powerful, right? You don't see a lion, worried about the jungle. The lion sits in its power, right? So sit in your power. Remind yourself of how this works. If you have to remind yourself 10 times a day that your thoughts create your reality, and if you have to sit down and write down everything you've created so far that you realize, like, oh my God, like I was just thinking that and that happened, write it down. Keep bringing yourself back into your power because no one can do it but you. No one can do it. And I know this because I've been there. You guys, when I would get anxious or worried or spiral, it wouldn't even matter if Jesus came down to calm me down. It wouldn't work because I have to make myself understand, right? The outside validation is temporary. You have to train yourself on how am I going to behave and act in the moments where I need the validation, but I can't get it out of 3D. What am I going to do? I'm going to get the validation within as much as I can. And if I can't even go there, if I can't even go thinking about the best thoughts of my SP or the best thoughts of like money, right? If you can't even go there because it just doesn't feel good, bring yourself back to the basics of how the law works. Thoughts create. We are living in a quantum reality where billions and trillions and infinite possibilities are available. Infinite realities are available. You can jump into whatever reality you want if you think of it from it dominantly. Okay? But I know it's difficult, you guys. I get it. Trust me. Trust me. I get it. But we're not going to obsess and affirm 30 million times a day when you're not getting the logical part of this. Does that make sense? So I rather you bring yourself to a neutral, natural place and at least remember and understand the basic ABCs of law of assumption. Thoughts create our reality. States of consciousness create our reality. What we dominantly focus on creates our reality. We can change anything in any given moment. We can recreate people. We can create the best possible outcomes if we dominantly think from that end. So if you cannot dominantly think from that end, or you feel tired or you feel exhausted, most likely you're doing it you're doing the work in that moment, not because you understand that it'll grow and push out in your reality and there's a little bit of lag time in there. You're not doing it because of that. You're doing it because I need it now. I need to see it now. I need to be validated. I need to see it to believe it. And that's not how it works, unfortunately. We need to live within. We need to feel within. We need to experience within in order for it to push out without, right? You've probably heard as above, so below, or as within, so without, right? So what's going on within? And for those of you who have been doing the work and you feel pretty good and you're able to live in the end most of your day, most of the time, the majority of the time, you're enjoying your inner conversations with what, if it's whoever it is that you're manifesting, whatever it is that you're manifesting, you're enjoying the work you're doing. All you have to do after you do the work is please enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Be neutral, natural. Know that it's coming. It's going to show up. It's a law. It's a law, you guys. And if you doubt it, I mean, watch the success stories we share. You know, all of that is just proof. Even my personal success stories, it's proof. If you need to bring yourself back to remembering your power, do it. Do it. Also, what I wanted to say is, like, think of it this way. Like, let's say you know you're going on this beautiful, beautiful vacation, right? You know that you're gonna go on it soon. Like, let's say the end of the month or the end of, I don't know, 2 months from now. You know you're going on this vacation, right? You're not gonna sit there and question every single day, am I really going on this vacation or not? Do these people really want to go with me on this vacation or not? Is it really possible for me to go on this vacation or not? You're not doing that, right? You're just like, you're probably excited about it. You're going on Amazon, like looking at what to buy, what out, like, I don't know, travel stuff or like suitcases or like outfits, what you're gonna wear, or you're probably thinking about like how to prepare in a good way for this vacation, right? So it's the same thing with your end result, with what you're manifesting. I want you to approach it in that way. Like, you it's like guaranteed that your dominant thoughts will create your reality. And if you haven't practiced that enough, I would suggest, like, start putting it to work, start intending for like little things here and there, right? Like things that you're not like feeling like you need the validation of it right now. Start putting it to the test, right? Start researching, start experimenting. But like, let's say, like, if you know like something's guaranteed because it's law, it has to happen, it's like been thought of, it's been planned, right? You're not going to sit there and question it every single day. Just like the vacation, you would like plan it in like excitement and happiness. Like, oh my God, this is going to happen. This is going to come. Like, how can I prepare for this in a good way, right? I would probably have fun up until the vacation, right? So I want you to have fun up until the push out of your manifestation, right? The more you have fun, you guys, the more you let loose and enjoy your time, the faster things will show up, because you're not standing in your own way. Okay. But I know it's easier said than done, you guys. Trust me, I've been through it. Almost every single success story you guys see that I put out, whether it's from me or my clients, we've all been there. Like, I don't know someone that was like, I'm going to manifest the love life, the love of my life, or I'm going to manifest this specific person. And they went through it like smooth, like everyone has doubts, everyone has fears, everyone questions, like, are they really a manifester? Will this really work? Everyone goes through that. But your desire is there because it desires you. That reality is calling you. That's why you even have that desire. So less questioning, more faith, having faith, right? And if you don't feel good, you don't feel it, remember that the best thing you can do in those moments is go back to the basics and just allow, like, let that day pass. It's okay. You're allowed to, you're allowed to feel like not like a creator, we all have reactor moments. We're not robots, but you can do this. You can do this, you guys. Remember, it's just a moment, and that moment doesn't need to last forever. If you're having a bad day or a bad hour, it doesn't mean it's going to last for the rest of your life like that. You could shift. Just remember, you're powerful. You got this. Okay. All right, you guys, I hope this video was helpful. If you're interested in any of my courses, which a lot of you are sending in a lot of success stories, I need to get to all of them. But if you're interested in one-on-one coaching or any of the courses, links are going to be in the description box down below. Do not worry about the date and time for courses. The moment you purchase a course is the moment you have full access to it. Okay. And remember, when you're doing the work, what do we do from the moment you do the work to the moment you receive your manifestation in the middle? Nothing. Every time you need some validation or reassurance, keep going within, keep going within. Keep having your inner conversations, keep doing your affirmations. If you like scripting, do your scripting. Whatever makes you feel like you're in that state of having what you want, do that. Okay? And if you don't feel good, bring yourself back to the basics. If you need to take a day, take a day. If you need to take two, take two. But just make sure you're not, living in those spiral moments for days and days and days. Bring yourself back. Bring yourself back to the ABCs, the laws, right? All right, guys, I love each and every one of you. I will see you in the next video. And I intend each and every one of you feel calm, confident, and you remember how powerful you are. Okay? Bye, guys.